and welcome back to another car build. Now, again, we don't have the course creator, so I'm not gonna have a brief rule set for these things and then give up on it just in another couple of weeks. So, I am building, in case you haven't seen the previous video, I'm building road cars to their racing counterparts spec. Last time I did the M Sport Fiesta. Now, we're going old school. Group B Audi S1, 600 horsepower at least. In fact, I was probably running almost 700 horsepower. It's a crazy aerodynamic configuration, and it's all-wheel drive. So, we're gonna take it to a rally stage. We're gonna take it to the same rally stage, actually, because I really like that stage, and I think it'll give me some consistency. And, yeah, we'll do the same thing, 3 runs with this, then we're going to build up the other Audi Quattro, do 3 runs with that, and see how the times compare. Now, the M Sport Fiesta and the S Sport Fiesta, as I called it, were closer than I would have previously expected, but not quite good enough. So, hopefully, with 600 horsepower, this will be a bit different. We shall see. It might be lacking in the control department because, well, it's from 1983, the Quattro that we have. And it's not going to have the hundreds of pounds of downforce. And it's not going to be as light, really. Oh, I thought I had an event. Never mind. I was mistaken. We're going to go with anything goes then. I thought I made an event for this. I must have not made one. Open class. And yeah, let's see how the legendary Audi Sport Quattro does. Now we have to do the same logic that we did the first time. You let the AIs run off for a few minutes, for about 30-40 seconds, and then you go as fast as possible. So you have the stage to yourself, because Rivals Mode, for whatever reason, is not a thing that Forza want to focus on anymore. Not quite sure why, because that's what made the game really playable. But there you go. So yeah. Let's see how this goes. I just want to make sure my difficulty settings are right. Unbeatable, yep, good. Okay. And now we let the AIs run off. And if you're looking at this field and going, well, lots of these cars are modified. Well, that is correct. I actually was, while I'm on the way here, I might as well explain something. The AIs, for a very long time, cannot do engine swaps. Now, they can crash, but, and they can weave, but now they can actually do engine swaps, which I'm really impressed with. So there was I was doing some hill climbs for the new hill climb series I'm starting, and sure enough, there was a rotary swapped Sylvia. So that's pretty cool. Glad they actually finally allowed the AIs to have some form of competitiveness in these S1 class builds, because they really didn't stand much of a chance against the custom built S-class cars. Alright, we're almost ready. We're gonna go in a minute, so let's get the revs right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are off for wow. That was a bit of a pathetic start, I will be honest. Ooh, well, I thought I could carry a little more speed at that corner with all the downforce, but admittedly we weren't going particularly fast, so that might have been why. But here's hoping that we can now continue that speed, if you understand what I am saying. On the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes. Ooh. Okay. Now it should be right at home here on the dirt. I'm not sure if it'll be as fast as the M Sport car, because as you all know, the Group B cars' times have since been surpassed by simple evolution of materials and grip and all the things that these cars, well, did not have or were experimenting with. So I'm expecting this to be faster. The M Sport, ooh, carrying a bit too much. I almost carry a bit too much speed in there because it's basically the carousel. So I was like, oh, I can carry a lot of speed in there. It's really banked, and then you can't. But I'm hoping here I can carry a fair chunk of them. Acceleration, speed. Use all that 600 horsepower to propel yourself out of the corner without any. Again, it was probably running with more horsepower, but we will never know. We will never know, really, because they never kept accurate records of how much power they were running on each rally. So, which is a tad unfortunate. Alright, nice and easy on here. Not too much sideways, just enough to get the car turn easier, but not enough to slow us down. Because sliding does slow you down in every circumstance except those hairpins. We have massive air to get on the brakes, because this is a really tight technical section, which I don't quite have the grip for. After all, this was made in 1986, and then you blast down here as fast as possible. This is where the Delta, the S4 really shines. And there we go. Yeah, I got a 12th place. Alright, restart it. Round number 2. Let's do this. I will have to look at these things independently, like later on, so I won't know the times until the final results for all vehicles. Because again, there's no rivals mode, which is a bit of a shame. But there you go. So that's again, I'm waiting for the course creator so I don't cross the line until the AIs, I put the start line at, or the proper start line for the rally stage. So, here's hoping that the route creator will be as good as they say. I'm a little too far forward. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna try to get a better launch, because it stalls off the line. So, maybe if I just hold the gas for as much as possible, maybe? Those people are very happy to see absolutely nothing. Like, they are ecstatic for seeing absolutely nothing. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. I mean, it was a bit better. Didn't quite have the same stalling, but, you know, it wasn't particularly exciting. Okay. I must say, this is a pretty darn good engine. Inline 5 cannot go wrong with that. There aren't very many vehicles that have inline 5s these days. Audi went to V10s and V8s. Volvo's doing V6s, I believe, is their main party piece. And, well, who else did inline 5s? I don't remember, you know? Oh, Ford went from inline 5 to inline 4 for their Focus, because I know the RS had inline 5. Yeah, I don't know if anybody who makes inline 5 nowadays, which is a bit of a shame. But there you go. A little bit of airtime here, now get harder on the brakes, maybe. Oh, we're close, there we go. We ain't crashing into the wall this time. Things aren't going well. We crashed into that wall, but I think it really cost us any speed. Very close to the edge there, but you're carrying good speed. Clearly I forgot my grammar there for a second. We carrying good speed. And you want to be on the outside of the corner as fast as possible, and the inside of the corner, and it's like a switchback system, you know? Alright, now chuck it around here. And we can straight line out here without any problem. I'm liking this. There we go. Nicely done. Carrying a good skill train around. It's completely irrelevant to the situation, but... yes, that was perfect. I think it was perfect. Now, this section becomes tricky right here. Because you want to carry as much speed as you humanly can without missing the checkpoint like a moron. And I can't rewind. Why can't I rewind? Well, there's that run over. That's unfortunate, because I was actually going pretty solid. And then it's like, hey, you can't rewind. Don't know why, but you can't. Always good to know. I think at like the 80% point or something like that, the game just decides to not let you rewind. I've had that happen before. It is very annoying when you crash at 95% and you're winning, and you don't want to do the race over again, and it won't let you rewind. That is very annoying. But we do at least have one more attempt here, because, ow. Yeah, that did not go well. That was a little, disappointing, we'll say. But we got one last chance here. So let's do this. This is a do-or-die lab. This is a do-or-die stage, because if we don't get a clean lap, a clean stage time, we will not be in good shape for withstanding the custom-built onslaught. Ooh. Man, you guys are really needing to work on your car skills. I know you're driving a very powerful vehicle, because I know how much power that Cobra gets in S1 class. It is mental. But, yeah. I'm gonna lock the brakes up there a little bit. And overshot my line. I'm all about fairness here. So why would I not do that? I'm actually gonna start as soon as all of them finish cresting that second corner. So, 3, 2, 1, go! Again, just an anticlimactic launch. Anticlimactic launch. Alright, carrying better speed around there without clipping the wall. And if we do clip the wall, it's so slow, it's not even registerable in the time department. Which is always good. Let me go as fast as possible up the hill here. Come on, come on, come on. Hard on the brakes. Actually not gonna drift this corner with this car, because I don't think it needs it. I think it has enough power to compensate for the... Probably shouldn't have drifted that corner, but whatever. Gives us more time to, That's actually very interesting, because if you don't get airtime there, you have more time, if you will, on the ground, which means you can get more power onto the floor, and you can go faster. That's actually a very interesting strategy, you know? Maybe. Yes, that was pretty okay. It was looking good, then I kind of got understeer, and I couldn't really stop understeering, unfortunately. That's what Audis are known for, is traumatizing understeer. Oh sure, now the rewind works. Now the rewind works. Yeah, I wouldn't normally rewind, but I'm not the best driver sometimes, and I don't feel like having these situations be ruined because of my skill and not the lack of control from the car. That was just me being dumb. So I will give the car a fair shot in that case. Okay, nicely done. We're at half. I say we're not. I don't know why I said we're almost halfway there. We're at 75%, but sure, we're halfway there, plus 25%. That's technically an accurate statement. It's just a really dumb way of saying 75% of the way through the race. Now we need to be lift off. Yes, that was perfect. That was absolutely spot on. We got very close to ruining that brilliant run there, but we didn't, the important thing. What was that? I hit something, and it killed our momentum. That wasn't very fair. Okay, I have no idea what the times are, but let's go build that base model Quattro. again, I want it, but we need the downforce. We are going to put the other rally parts on, though, just cause. And the mud flaps actually reduce drag, for some reason. And we can get some weight-reducing hood pins. So that's always a good thing. Wow, we actually can't swap the engine in this one. That's interesting. Rally tires, obviously. Massive tires. Massive tires. Needs to have 600 horsepower, weighs. We need to take about 400 pounds off, and that will be the weight of the Quattro. So, let's just see how all of this fares. We'll be at 2,700? 2,800, okay. Wasn't sure if that would put the weight down a lot. Of course, we're going to put the rally suspension on, because why wouldn't we? That's just common sense in my mind. We're on a rally stage after all. We're going to put the roll cage in, so when we crash, we don't die. There we go, perfect. And now we just need to focus on power. We already started off with about 300 horsepower. We're going to bump that up to 400. Gonna go over to the turbo, put another 50 horsepower on. Gonna go to the engine block, put another 30 horsepower. We might have to max this engine out. I'm looking at it thinking we might have to max this bad boy out if we want to get 600. This is a little disappointing, Quattro. I was looking for more. I'm not really getting more. Quattro. That's 580. There we go, 599 horsepower. That's actually pretty good. 2,500. And we're going to lower the weight by putting on some special rims, because I want as little weight as possible, and this is rotational mass, which is the worst kind of mass to have. I think 28 was the worst, or best. 26, okay, so let's just go with you, that'll be fine, I don't care. Probably, it looks hideous, I'm not too fussed about it. Actually, does that say weight? That does, oh, I can't do that though, can I? Oh, I can't have the rims on if that goes below. Actually, no, that's fine, I don't know what I'm doing. I thought, oh no, it goes below 2,500 pounds, and I remember 2,500 pounds is our objective. So yeah, that's pretty much spot on. There we go. Perfect. Now we just need to see how this fares on the rally stage. I am a little afraid, I will be honest. I am quite afraid, because it has the exact same amount of power. It's got a similar weight, and it has less downforce and probably less advanced materials, and the chassis isn't as strong, and the engine might not be quite as efficient in the high RPMs. Who knows? I'm not holding out too much hope. Admittedly, the class is pretty good. But, like, here, let's look at the class. So, it actually is higher class. Interesting. Despite being more power, it has slightly more power. I don't know why the Forza version is running 493. I thought it was running... It should be running 600. I did reset the default upgrades on that one because I like the stock version. So I did have to tune that up. Which I saw the 493. Had to tune it up a little bit. So we shall see. If these Group B spec Quattro, that's not going to be fun, my friend. Can hold a candle to the racing version. Oh, we're all over the back of the Monte Carlo. This is not the rally, by the way. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, Astra. Not meaning to get in the way of your race here. But, yeah. Sorry. There we go. And now we just wait until 50 seconds, and then we can go off. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go! A bit of a better launch. We actually got almost some tire squeal from that. Ooh, not... Oh, there's a bit of grip. Okay, I was a little afraid we didn't have any grip from the tires squealing. But, no, we're not too shabby. So let's see if we can beat that lap time of, I don't know. I'm used to saying lap time, and now I can't say lap time because, I don't know it. I don't know it. Slide it around. You seem to be faster in a straight line, but not by much. Only a few miles an hour. That might be due to gear ratio, because this is a road car after all, so it'd have slightly longer gear ratios than the rally car. There we go. Yeah, I think the gear ratios are a bit longer than this. There we go. That was a perfect bridge. Absolutely spot on. Ooh. Didn't really mean to slide there, but I kind of took a wonky line. That was not the best line ever. I kind of turned in too early, hoping the car could slide out a little bit. It did not slide out. Instead, it got understeer, so I ripped the handbrake a little bit, which did not help us any. Because the handbrake, except in the really tight hairpins, really shouldn't be used. Like these. This is when you want to use the handbrake. You just rip it around and then you slide the back end and it keeps the speed up. Helps you with control, helps you with turning. It is actually a very useful tool. And you see there, that was probably significantly faster than without the turn-in. Might actually have to do an investigation on that, not sure. Now, this is where it gets tricky, because you want to, not spin out in the field. I thought I was carrying enough speed to jump like the Quattro S1 did, and then I didn't jump like the Audi Quattro S1 did, so I spun in the field like an idiot. Well done, me. Well done. Oh, it's that pole. That pole kills your momentum. You cannot hit that pole. And we are across the line. It was a good start and a terrible end. So let's just restart that real quick. That never happened. Okay. Just gonna edit that out for sure. And then we shall see which one was faster. So let's just get to our starting line. I'm not sure about it. It has potential, it has some serious potential based on that time presented on the miserable run. But again, I'm not 100% kind of guesstimating that one because, again, we don't know our lap time, which is very annoying. Alright. We're going to go at 45 seconds. We're going to try to go faster and faster on this, try to streamline the process without waiting as long. Ready, and go! I love how it gives me clean racing points, considering I'm not even racing. We need some speed. We need some speed up this hill. Use that single turbo. Use all of that single turbo power. Now, I'm figuring the game underestimates these horsepower figures. Because that's what the manufacturer says. Like, for instance, the RS200 in this game does actually make 550 horsepower. The problem is, the real RS200 never ran with 550 horsepower. Ran with near enough 800 horsepower. thanks to some high-quality racing fuel, like the Demon uses to get its 840 horsepower figure. With normal fuel, it'll make over 550 horsepower, near enough 650. You definitely want to use the handbrake on that corner specifically. Maybe here a little bit, because it does give you a fair amount of understeer. If you think the race cars are bad for understeer, you should see the rally for the road cars rally. They are brutal. With the exception of the TTRS and the R8. Those are not particularly understeery, but everything else, whew, you might as well be steering a boat. And chuck it in. I'm going to keep the apex as tight as possible. Okay, that might have been a little too tight, but it wasn't too terrible. And jump! Yes, this is going well, I think. Oh, almost did not go well. That would have been bad. But this section was not bad. That was pretty darn nice, if I do say so myself. Now we just need to not hit that hole, which we have done. We also missed the apex by about 5 yards. It was a significant improvement on the time, though. So hopefully that will be a fair bit better. We have one more go, though. Maybe we can get everything strung together spot on. But we shall see. I also don't know where that 9 million credits comes from, because in Horizon 3, I won over 100 million credits, and never got over 15 million. So I don't know where they get those numbers from. Either that or I spend a lot of money in this game, and I just don't realize how much money I spend. But it is very, very expensive. These cars, like the 250 GTO, 10 million. The Iron Knight racing truck, which I'm going to get pretty soon, 800,000. The other racing truck, 450,000. It is, and of course the upgrades. The upgrades can cost over $100,000 on this one. So, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, I stalled it. No. Okay, not the greatest start, but a better run through the first corner. Maybe that'll make up for it. I carried a bit more speed, it was a bit cleaner. I just need to make this one clean. We got a decent run on our second stage, but maybe we can string this bad boy together. Got on the brakes hard. Use every ounce of road, or dirt trail, I guess would be the right word for it, dirt trail. Try not to slide as much, carry mega speed, which actually didn't do too much. Chuck it in. Perfect. Carry speed, keep the revs up. Because that's how you do it in Group B and in WRC still today, because I think they're restricted to single turbos. That's one of their things, is they're restricted to a single turbo engine. And that means you have to use anti-lag systems. And you also keep it sliding so those anti-lag systems don't work too hard and break. Because you are sliding around like mad. If you ever see rallies, you gotta keep those revs up so the turbos doesn't stop spooling. That was certainly the case in the 80s until I think it was Lancia that first used anti-lag systems in the form of a twin-charged engine. So the supercharger was in the low RPMs and the turbocharger in the high RPMs. I think the others used it too, like Peugeot and Audi. I just don't remember what they used. The Vauxhall did crash into a wall like a Muppet. Did not expect that. I'm hoping he can run away from me while I'm busy, racing, so he doesn't get in my way. Was not foreseeing an AI crashing like a tool. Ooh. Uh-oh, this is not good. Oh no! I lost my perfect run through there because I had a twitch. That's annoying. Alright, but we can still make it up here. Yes. I might not actually come last in this with that freaking car. Great, no, I won't come last, but not by nearly as much. I don't know if that was faster. We will now have to see. And it will be the custom-built Quattro that is faster by a fair amount. I actually did a 226. The best that the Group B car can muster was a 231. That's a 5-second difference. And I think it's because of the launch. The launch on my second round for my build was much better than the consistent failure stalls of the 3 Quattro Group Bs. And it just had better gear ratios, means it could get its power better. It didn't have to worry about turbo lag or sliding around as much or anything. So I think that might be why, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I was a bit surprised by that, but hey, you know what? I beat the car. I'm okay with that because it is my build, and I like when my build is successful. So, yeah, I think we might have one, maybe 2 more of these, and right now we're tied, 50-50. Forza's M Sport was faster than my custom-built Fiesta, and now my custom-built Quattro is faster than the Group B Quattro. So that's going to be it for this episode for right now, and I'll be back with more.